Hi friends. So in this video I'll be talking about the Jupiter transit to Libra. It's the second part of the video where I'll be talking about the transit of Jupiter in Libra, which will happen in September 2017. How will that be for the last six signs, which is from Libra till Pisces? As I said before in my last video and in my other videos as well, when I look at transit from moon sign. So for me, moon sign is the most important when it comes to transit or to see the results of the transit. So let's start with the sign Libra. Now, if your natal moon is placed in Libra, then the Jupiter will transit over your first house, right? And Jupiter transiting over the first house is not considered to be very auspicious. Hence, you may face some kind of difficulties. Uh, there can be some issues related to your mind. You may have some mental stress, some disturbance, and so on. And also Jupiter, as I said in my last video, also Jupiter doesn't really do well in Libra, right? Though Libra is ruled by Venus, which is considered to be a strong benefit, but Jupiter doesn't get along well with Libra. Hence, uh, for Libra moon sign people, it's not a great time period. Of course, you know what will help you definitely is that Saturn will now go to Sagittarius, so you will be out of your Sade Sati. So that itself is a very big relief. But Jupiter transit will not support you. So I think in 2018, when Jupiter moves to Scorpio, you'll have a great time because that time Saturn is transiting over your third house, Jupiter is transiting over your second house. So that kind of gives you lot of good stuffs. Now let's come to the next moon sign or the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio people, Jupiter will transit over your 12th house, and Jupiter transiting in 12th house is considered to be difficult. So there can be a lot of difficulties in your life regarding to health, regarding to, because Jupiter is aspecting the sixth house. There can be also some challenges regarding to your your mental health. You may get into some kind of addiction. There can be possibility of you facing some difficulties when it comes to, there can be cases where may get go into litigation, or you may get prison. I mean, of course, there are a lot of other things that need to be seen, but that is also a possibility. And Jupiter in 12th house, one good thing about this is this can make a person very spiritual, because Jupiter does well in 12th house when it comes to spirituality. So you may do a lot of travel related to your spiritual search. That can be a possibility. Now let's talk about the next sign, which is your Sagittarius. For Sagittarius people, you are going through a tough time because of the Saturn uh, transiting over your 12th house currently, and from October it will move to your first house. So you're going through Sunny Sade Sati, and which is going to be a tough time. But this Jupiter transit will definitely support you for the next 1 year, because Jupiter transiting over your 11th house is considered highly auspicious. Hence, for Sagittarius people, this 1 year time period from September till next year October will be great relief, because Jupiter in 11th house does very well. You may get a lot of economical stability if you're going through a tough time. You may get help from your friends, and so on. So it's a good transit of Jupiter, and which can definitely help you, because you guys are going through tough time. Now let's come to the next sign, which is Capricorn. For Capricorn is moon sign people, Jupiter will transit over your 10th house. Now, Jupiter 10th house transit is not very auspicious. It's kind of considered as to be neutral. Though it's not very bad, it's not good as well. Because Jupiter in the house of career doesn't really do very well. Jupiter is a planet of higher learning. Jupiter is a planet of, a counselor, is a planet of somebody who's a teacher, who's a guru, who's a priest. So if you put him in a professional line, it may not really do well. It will struggle there. Hence, Jupiter transiting over the 10th house is not considered to be highly auspicious. So there can be some challenges regarding to your job. There can be some challenges regarding to your career. Maybe you maybe move to some difficult places. You may not get the hike you want. You may not get the appraisal you wanted, or you may not get a promotion if that is due. Those kind of difficulties may happen for Capricorn moon sign people. Now let's move to the next moon sign, that is the Aquarius moon sign. Now for Aquarius moon sign people, Jupiter is transiting over your ninth house. The Jupiter transiting over the ninth house is considered to be extremely auspicious. This is one of the best transit of Jupiter. Jupiter transiting over the ninth house will develop your relationship with your father even stronger. If it is not very strong, this is a good time to make it strong. Your father can help you a lot. There can be a possibility of you gaining a lot of higher knowledge. Your teachers will be very influential during your time. You may get a lot of help from your teachers or your gurus. There is also a possibility of lot of fortune coming in your life, in all aspects of life. You may, if you're expecting a childbirth, it'll happen very smoothly. And there are a lot of good things that happens when Jupiter transits over the ninth house. So for Aquarius moon sign people, it's a great transit. Now let's come to the final sign, that is the Pisces. Pisces is the last sign of a Kala Chakra chart. So this is the last sign. So those people who have their natal moon in Pisces, for them Jupiter will transit over the eighth house. Now Jupiter transiting over the eighth house is considered to be inauspicious or difficult. Because Jupiter, eighth house is a difficult house, right? And Jupiter is a extremely benefic planet. So if a benefic planet transits or is placed in a difficult house, it doesn't really do well. So Jupiter will struggle when it transits over the eighth house. And those people who have Pisces moon will struggle with this kind of a transit. There can be mental distress, there can be some illness, there can be some difficulties, there can be ups and downs in your life or in your career, and so on. So for Pisces moon sign people, you need to be careful. You need to be you need to be meticulous when you take some actions and so on, because it can be a challenging period for you, both mentally, physically, emotionally, and professionally. So you have, in both in your professional and personal life, this can be a difficult time period for you. So you need to be careful of that fact. Now, to sum it, now that I have covered all the 12 signs, to sum it, this transit will be great for few moon sign people like Aquarius, like Aries, like Gemini, like Virgo, like Sagittarius. This will be a great transit for people who have a Taurus moon sign or a Pisces moon sign. For them, it will be challenging. It will be difficult, and for other moon signs as well, like Libra, or for that matter, a Scorpio. So it will be a difficult transit. For those who will go through a difficult transit, they need to also look into what kind of Mahadasha they are going through. They need to look into what kind of other planetary time period are they going through. There can be a possibility that a Saturn or a Rahu uh, transit may be supporting you. Hence, this difficult Jupiter transit can, the effect of that can be reduced, because Rahu is transiting over a favorable house, and a Saturn is transiting over a favorable house. So you need to analyze all that. Just because you are seeing that a Jupiter is transiting over a difficult house doesn't mean that it'll be a really difficult time for you. Similarly, for those people for whom it's a favorable transit, you also need to analyze your chart in detail. You need to see what are the other planets doing. There can be a possibility that your Mahadasa Lord is of eighth house, and the Saturn transit is also difficult. So in that case, only a good Jupiter transit will not really give you a lot of benefit. Of course, it will reduce the uh, tough time, but it will not be able to give you a lot of benefits. So you need to analyze the chart in totality. In my next videos, I will also be talking about Rahu transit and Ketu transit, because they will be also transiting uh, and will change their sign very soon. So I'll be talking about that transit in the next video, and then I'll also be talking about how to analyze a chart from a transit point of view. That's also very important. So that also I'll explain in my subsequent videos. Thank you for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel. Please share my video if you like it. Take care. Tata. Bye bye.